Hello and welcome to another edition of Scam Alert. This is Scam Alert where we talk about everything scam. We bring information, education and also interesting topics for individuals out there to be, well aware that scammers are always around you. If you're not careful, you can, get scammed and your valuables and money are going to go away with it. Thank you for joining us on today's episode of Scam Alert. I'm Kikelamo Ajibola, your host for whenever it is Scam Alert. Welcome to the show today, and today we'll be talking about the BVN scam. It's not a new thing that people get scammed in Nigeria through the use of BVN. People call through and then they ask you for a BVN number, posing as a bank representative of the bank organization that you use, and by so doing you get to release your information to these people, and once they get your information, trust me, they are able to access your bank because BVN is a very important role for everybody. Now, if you're looking for what BVN is, BVN is a unique identification number issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria to all bank customers in Nigeria. It serves several purposes. Why you wonder why, or you can have like 20 different bank accounts, but you only use one BVN account, BVN number, because it is a specific number. It's a special number designed for me, also designed for you. Different numbers for individual. It is not. You cannot have one person using the same BVN. That BVN is what is your own personal identification number, and it is used for several purposes like the identity verification. We say BVN helps to identify the bank, the identity of bank customers, reducing the risk of fraud and identity theft. Like I said, it is your own identity. You're the owner of this number. So if anybody can be in possession of this number, they can definitely impersonate you, because through this they can access everything they need to know about your bank details. It also creates a centralized database of all bank customers, making it easier for banks to track and manage your accounts. That is why we only have one BVN, and we can have multiple bank organization that we are registered under. You can have GCB, you can have Zenith, you can have OPay, but you only have just one BVN, because this BVN is so unique that they can track whatever they need through that BVN for you. They can track you, they can do whatever they want to do, they can access you through this particular BVN. And also BVN aims to enhance financial inclusion by providing a means for individuals to access banking services securely. I know that nobody can actually open a bank account or have a bank app without the BVN number, because BVN is one thing that they will always ask you to put into it. They may not ask you for any other thing, but you see your BVN, it is very, very important. So we need to be careful about how we handle our BVN number, and it's like a 13-digit number. So if you have your BVN, please stay safe and hide it very well, because these things can, just come as to anybody. Scam is not, it doesn't peak, it doesn't have any address, it just comes knocking. So if you are not careful and you're not well aware of this thing, anything can happen to your bank account. Also, banks are required to obtain BVNs from their customers to comply with CBN regulation aimed at improving the integrity of banking system, because they can track everything, and anybody that has a BVN number, or if your bank organization has a BVN number, they can know how your money is being moved, what removed your money, what money did you take out today, what money did they deduct from your account they didn't give back to you. All this is through your BVN. Your account number is not what they are using to track this. It is your BVN number. That is why whenever you make a phone call to a customer care service, they will never ever ask you for your BVN. They will only ask you for your bank account, because through this they already have, once they enter your bank account, they have all your details, and your BVN also aids in doing so. The BVN is a very critical component of Nigeria's banking system. It also aims at security and trust in financial transactions. Now, the reason why I brought about the topic of BVN, we've always talked about banking scams, people just putting a call across to you, posing as somebody that you know, and then they are there to just get away with your money. Received a lot of messages over the weekend, and people spoke a lot how they've been scammed through their BVN. I said, why not? Let's talk about the role of BVN scam, how BVN can be used as a tool for scamming in Nigeria. And I have a lot of, people that brought this to my notice. So the first person here said, I received a call from someone claiming to be from my bank. I always say it, nobody will call you from your bank. Nobody's supposed to call you from a bank. MTN service will not call you. No organization will call you. It's only when you have issues you will call these people. Let's be careful of how, we just pick up call and say, oh, this is from your bank. Provide me your details, provide me your this, and then you start giving them out. These are things that we should have at the back of our mind, that my bank will not call me. Okay, if somebody even now poses that, oh, I am really from your bank, the next day, go to your bank to confirm if they were the one that made that call. Don't give people unnecessary information about you, because by doing so, they'll get away with whatever they want to get away with. So the person said, in Chinonso from Lagos, I received a call from someone claiming to be from my bank, asking me to verify my BVN due to suspicious activity. I thought it was legitimate. I gave them my details, and few hours later or more, I noticed several withdrawals from my account. I felt so violated and helpless. These are the issues that we'll talk about every time, that if you're not careful, these people are going to do whatever they want to do in your account, because they already know your BVN. And I don't know what suspicious activities that I'm so sorry that you will not notice yourself, that somebody will call you from your bank to help you notice. Customer cares are not that nice, to be looking for customers that have issues on their bank. If you cannot come to me yourself, I wouldn't come and look for you as a customer care service. So you will have to, put a call across. And I'm very sorry about that, Chinanto. One person sent me a message, and this person stays in Abuja. I said, I got a text message saying my BVN was about to expire. I've never heard of a BVN expiring. This is a new one, actually. So this is another way of scamming people. Expired BVN, okay. And I needed to update it immediately. I clicked the link, and before I knew it, money was missing from my account. The bank's response was slow, and I felt like I had no one to turn to. That's true, because most of the time, banking system in Nigeria can be very, very annoying, can be slow, because even when you give them everything that you think, oh, somebody's about to do something on your account, they might not really hurry to do it because they have a lot of customers. And I'm very sorry about that. There is no excuse for these people, but it's just that they have a lot of people that they are actually attending to, and you calling them, that's why you always see, oh, give us 48 hour working days, give us 3 working days, give us 5 working days, because they want to take their time to check what is wrong with your account. So I'm very sorry that the bank response was a little bit slow. And please, let's avoid to always click link. Not every link that is being sent to us should be clicked, because this link can actually open a lot of various portals on our phone that we don't know. Some people will click on a link, and by doing so, the person that is at the other end of that link already has access to your phone, and they can see everything that you are actually doing on your phone. So I'm sorry about that. The next person that messaged us was okay. The person says anonymous and is from Port Harcourt. After I lost a significant amount to a BVN scam, I tried to report it to my bank. They seemed indifferent to my plight, saying there was little they could do. I realized I needed to spread the word to help others avoid the same fate. Okay, thank you for sharing this, and it is very beautiful that somebody said, okay, I want to take that initiative to start talking to people about BVN scam, and it is very, very real. And trust me, this is very, very real. Millions of people have fallen victims to this scam. It's not about being educated, it's not about being mature, it's not about your age. This person that sent me a message was a 45 years old man, Emeka from Port Harcourt. So it's not about your age. Don't think, oh, I'm too wise for me to be scammed through my BVN. I also talking to you about this issue, letting all of us about this issue. anything can happen. I pray I don't fall a victim of BVN scam, but at least I'm bringing it to everybody's notice to know that, okay, this is what is happening. And thank you, Emeka, for actually giving us this beautiful testimony so that we can actually share with people and say, okay, this is what is happening with BVN scam issues in Nigeria. And I think a bank and the authorities need to do better, need to do a lot of things about it. And I'm very sorry that the bank seem indifferent about your clients. Many people have complained about bank issues this way. They don't really care about what the customers are going through sometimes, and it's very sad that this is happening. A lot of money can be lost through this, and it's a crazy world out there. Now this person is from Ibadan, and name is Shade. I was cautious, but I still fell for a scam. Like I said, anybody can fall for a scam. No matter how careful you are, you just need to be well enlightened. And that's why you need to join Scam Alert, because we bring all various aspects of scam. On this particular program, we talk about a lot of things regarding scams that you've not even heard about. People share testimonies with us that these are things that has happened to individuals that we know, people that we don't even know. They will come and say, oh, this is what's happening, please try to spread the word so that people will not fall victim of this particular issue. And a lot of people are still falling victim of it, not because they are not wise, like I said, not because they are young, not because they are too old, and not because they are actually not educated. Anybody can fall victim of scam, because sometimes your mental health also determines how you listen to things, how you assimilate, how you understand what the person that is calling you is talking about. So Shade 38 from Ibadan. I was cautious, but I still fell for a scam. I don't know if these people are sending me their age. Maybe they wanted to let me know that it's not about age, actually. It's about the fact that anybody can fall victim. So she said, I was cautious, but I still fell for a scam. A message claimed by BVN was linked to a message claimed my BVN was linked to a fraudulent account. I called the number provided. Okay, they gave her a number for her to call. So I think she got a message that, oh, her BVN is linked to a fraudulent account. Who would get that and want to say, hey, this is basically EFCC can come and carry me in my house. So she said they now sent a number that was provided to this account, and then she gave away her details. It's been a nightmare trying to recover my funds. I wish I had been more careful. Okay, that's actually very sad, because we can all see that the economy is very hard on people. People are looking for ways to get money. Everybody's trying to, fend, and then somebody's getting here, scamming me of my hard-earned money because you think you are wise. These are a lot of issues that represent the frustrations and vulnerabilities of many Nigerian face regarding this BVN issue. There are a lot of more messages that we would actually get into. But I just wanted to mention to you that, like I said, put aside your age, put aside your maturity, put aside your education. Anybody can be scammed. And I'm very surprised that these people are adding their age. To have people of 50 years, people of 29, people of many different age classes in life, and they've been scammed. Let's move on to another person. I think today is just about this awareness that we want to create about BVN, and that's why when I saw these much messages about BVN, I'm like, okay, let's base this episode on BVN scam in Nigeria. So this person is 50, is from Kano. I was at an ATM when a stranger approached me claiming he was a bank employee. He said I needed to update my BVN right there. Trusting him, I shared my details. Later, I found out my account had been emptied. It was a hard lesson learned. Okay, never heard of this one before. I'm quite shocked. I've gone through most of these messages, and we'll not even be talking about a lot of them, but I picked the ones that are very, very, just different. How can somebody come to meet me? I'm very sure the person took their time to wear a suit, tie their, had a tie on, just to look professional and tell you that, oh, yes, I'm a bank employee. I want to help you to update your BVN. And I don't know if BVN actually expired. I'm not sure, because mine hasn't expired. I've been using it for how many years now, so I don't know when BVN expires. But if your BVN, if you feel like something's wrong with your bank account, go to the bank yourself. I'm very sorry for that, actually. So let's move on to this person. He said, after receiving a message about my BVN being compromised, I panicked and called the number listed. I ended up giving away my PIN at my BVN. It was devastating to see my savings vanish overnight. Now I am always on high alert. That's good for you. Please be on high alert, and everybody out there should be on high alert, because if you're not careful, and I've received a call like this before. Somebody told me, "Oh, I'm from your bank. Please provide your this and that. Call me your PIN. Call me your account PIN." I'm like, 0419. I thank God, for grace, because it's not about you having that intellectual property. Thank God for just grace, because if it's not for grace, I would not have thought that, oh, why is this person calling me? Because this will convince you and tell you that, yes, I'm a bank employee. I'm a representative of your bank. This is happening to your bank. And if you're hearing this sad news about something is about to go wrong with your bank, you want to look for look for ways to do it. And most of them will probably call you by weekend when you know that bank is closed till Monday. So you probably want to just do something about it easily. And I said 041. No, I first said 0000. I first said 0000. You're like, it's not going through. I'm like, oh, you not get it 0000. Then I said 0419. So they will insult you when they know that, oh, you already catch them. With their scam going on, whatever they have going on, whatever they think they have going on. So they will insult you. I just had to hang up the call and say, okay, you'll be fine. At least I was saved. Let's move to another person. He said, I thought I was being smart by ignoring messages about updating my BVN. But one day I received a call from someone who sounded official. I got scared and shared my information. It was a huge mistake. Okay, I lost a lot of money. Okay, I think it's about being professional. That's what they are doing now. Now let's move on to another person. I'm sorry about that. I just finished a transaction. When I got a call, the caller said they were conducting a security check and needed my BVN. I've never heard of a security check before, but I think it's very common these days that they will tell I'm connecting a routine check. I need your BVN, I need your PIN, I need your this and that. Can you provide it? Yeah. Anything about your detail. It's not only about BVN now. Anything about your detail, don't provide it for anybody. Go to the bank to lay your complaint, please. And don't stay outside the bank and just say somebody come to me and say, what do you need? Oh, you need this? Come, follow me. And you, in one corner, collect your BVN number and every other thing to say, oh, I want to help you cut, what's it called? Cut the crowd. I'll finish it up now. Now, don't do that. Enter the bank and sit down there. It's better to be patient. I always say patience is very, very key in everything you do in life. It's better to be patient than lose something. So moving away from that to another one now, it said I had just finished a transaction when I got a call. The caller said they were conducting a security check. Okay. Again? Okay. I just finished a transaction when I got a call. The caller said they were conducting a security check and then my BVN. I didn't think twice before giving it out. Now I'm struggling to get my money back and feel so foolish. Okay, I think I read that, but I didn't finish up before I started, so I got confused. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Let's just all be careful. Now, this person, Chijoke from Abuja, also said, I always warned my friends about BVN scams, but I still fell victim. I'm so sorry about that. That's the thing. You can't always be careful. You just need to pray, be more careful and more careful, keep on being careful, because it's not about how well you know this. You just don't know how you fall victims of these people. So he said, I always warn my friends about BVN scams, but I still fell victim. A fake email looked just like my bank's official communication. After I checked the link and entered my details, my account was drained. It is a painful experience. And I'm sharing this testimony to raise the urgency of raising awareness about BVN scam and the importance of vigilance in protecting our personal information. I can come here to come and talk to you about various scams, and God forbid I still fall victim of scam. Not because I think I know it all, not because of my research about scams in Nigeria, and I still fell victim of it. There's no need to shame people about this. An issue of email, I think we spoke about it like 2 episodes ago about somebody impersonating Donald Trump account for his inaugural or whatever, and then they change a particular letter to a small letter. I think the letter I, they change it to a small letter, a capital letter, a small letter L, and they were able to divert that money to another place, and it was a whooping 250 something US dollars. So that's a lot of money. So I can understand this person too. Always check email, true, check letter by letter, numbers by numbers, emoji by emoji, word for word. Please, let's be careful. If you are not sure about it, ignore it and go to your bank. If it is on the weekend, please stay at home and then carry your leg and go to your bank. Now, this person is from Lagos State. I received a message claiming my BVN was linked to a fraud case that I needed to verify it immediately. In a panic, I called the number provided and ended up disclosing my account details. I lost a significant amount of money and my trust in online banking has been shaken. That's what happens when scams are too much. You start losing faith in these people start losing customers. So it's not about just you alone that is being affected, about the organization integrity, their reputation is also being affected. Also the person is affected because of the trauma, and they don't want to actually ever hear about anything that has to do with online, what I cannot see physically anymore. So I'm so sorry about that, Joy. Now, this person said, a friend warned me about BVN scams, but I thought I was too savvy to fall for one. Trust me, I understand. When I got a call from someone pretending to be from my bank, I thought I could handle it. I shared my BVN, and soon after, my account was emptied. Now I advocate for more awareness. Please help me take my advocacy out there. Thank you so much for sharing this, Obina. And this is what I said. It's not about you thinking you're smart. Don't think you're too smart. People that have been scammed are not too smart to be scammed. So this is what happens if you're not careful about what you do, how you respond to messages, or you think, oh, I can handle it, why not, and then you get to find out the hard way. Now, let's move to another person. It said, after I reported my BVN scam to the bank, I felt like they didn't take me seriously. They told me to wait for an investigation, but days turned into weeks with no updates. I lost faith in the security measures and feels so helpless. Bank should do better. I don't understand. People have been sending a lot of messages about bank, making them feel like what they are doing is not, what they are going through is not valid, or we will get back to you later. You need to know that these are your customers. You need to be careful about these things. Please do better, banks in Nigeria. The complaint is actually getting too much. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. To that person that sent that message, thank you very much for reaching out, and thank you for sharing your opinion, your testimony. We appreciate it, and it is good that you are sharing this awareness, creating this awareness, so that people would understand the fact that these are real event that has happened to real life people. Now, I thought I was being careful, another person, but I still clicked a link in an email that looked legitimate. It was a phishing scam. After I entered my details, I realized my mistake too late. Now I'm sharing my experience to warn others. If you've not seen episodes of Scam Alerts, please go and see episodes of Scam Alerts. I've spoken about phishing emails. Please be careful about emails. Try to be careful about emails. If you're not sure about it, reach out to the people, reach out to the particular organization yourself to learn if this particular email is real or not. We're coming to the end of the program very soon, but I really want to wrap up with sharing a lot of information that is going on out there. Now, somebody said, I had always been cautious with my banking details, but one day I received a call that sounded urgent. They claimed my BVN was involved in suspicious activities. I was anxious and shared my information. It was devastating to find my savings gone. Nothing is too urgent when it comes to your money, your valuable, your belongings. If you're not sure who is calling you, reach out to your bank, your organization that owns that particular thing and you're sure of. Please, let's be careful. Everything here has highlighted the emotional and financial impact of BVN scam, emphasizing the need for continuous, education and awareness about these issues. And these are issues that is still going on and on about. If you're not careful, these are issues that we will not stop talking about, because they will keep on happening. So awareness is very, very important, and we need to do better when it comes to awareness. So Let's quickly take like 2 or 3 more before we round off the show. Now, this person said, this person Ngozi, she's 39 years old and she stays in Lagos State. Now, she said, Kike, I thought I was safe because I never shared my BVN with anyone. But one evening, I got a call from someone claiming to be a bank manager. This one don't even take it slowly at all. It's not bank employee. This is the one I'm even like bank manager. That's so far. Okay. So my account was flagged for suspicious activity. My panic, I gave them my BVN and I lost everything. Oh my God, it was so painful for me. I would never ever make this kind of mistake anymore. I pray and hope that you never fall victim of scam anymore. And I'm so sorry because this is actually very sad. Let's quickly move away from that to another one here. It said, a friend sent me a message warning about BVN scam, but it was too late for me. I received a text saying my BVN was about to expire. I called the number and the person on the other end sounded so convincing. I was shocked to see my money disappear soon after. These people are not playing. Immediately they actually ask you for your BVN. They are removing it sharp because you might actually share that information with someone and say, oh no, call your banks to block your card. So they are not even sleeping. So we also don't need to sleep. We need to work a lot. We need to do a lot about this particular issue. So let's take one more before we leave today. This person also said, I used to think I was tech savvy until I fell for a scam through social media. An ad popped up promising free financial advice, but it was a trap. I ended up sharing my BVN details. Now I'm constantly worried about my financial security. I think you should just take that to your bank. And please, if these people come to you as a bank organization, please do well to help them with whatever they actually need. I think I want to share one more before I go because this is a very, very interesting topic and I have a lot of testimony to share here today. Now this person said, she's Bola 48 from Ibadan. She said, I lost a large portion of my savings to a BVN scam. The caller had all my personal information, which made it even more convincing. I reported it to my bank, but the process has been frustrating. I just want my money back. And I pray that you get your money back, Ms. Bola. Thank you so much for reaching out to the show. And for everybody that we know, we're not able to, share your testimony out there. It's just because there's no time, to actually share this. It's a very, very interesting topic. We're talking about BVN scam in Nigeria, and we need to be careful how we share our BVN to people. BVN is your own unique identification number. If you're not careful, these people will get away with your money, your valuables, and will leave you stranded. Nobody wants to go through that painful experience. So thank you for everybody that made the show a success today. If you want to share important things to us too, please go to our Consumer Alert TV social media platforms: Facebook, Consumer Alert TV, Instagram, Consumer Alert TV, YouTube. As you're watching right now, please drop your comment, Consumer Alert TV, and also follow us across all social media platforms. I forgot to mention Twitter also, Consumer Alert TV. You can share your information in our DM. You can share your information in the comment section. We will pick it up ourselves and then we'll talk about it on the show next time. Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of Scam Alert. Till we come your way next time, same station. This is Consumer Alert TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye for now. I'm Kike Lomo.